in the city that we live. It's tradition. There's a game that we love. Some may come for the excitement. Some may come to relive the glory. A game older than all of us alive today. And memories that will last a lifetime. Two teams, one stadium. This isn't just history. This is home. This is a great American rivalry.
The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday starts now.
On behalf of the Great American Rivalry Series, it's the marquee event on the high school sports calendar, the 142nd edition of the Old Rivalry. From Veterans Memorial Stadium in Louisville, welcome to Manual and Mail on Glycod. Welcome in. It's going to be a great night for high school football. Dion Reese is here, class of 1993 at Mail. I'm Chris Lamar. Dion, what a great way to wrap up the regular season.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, it's a beautiful evening. We got a bunch of sun out here today. We got the Mail Manual rivalry, such a storied rivalry. Both of these teams are really playing well this year, and I'm looking for an exciting game.
And there are many storylines in this game. You've got the RPI, but the rivalry, unquestionably, the 142nd all-time in this matchup.
Oh, my goodness. Again, this is just such a storied rivalry. I had the opportunity to play on this field in the 100th game. I was the most valuable player of that game, and it was a Mail victory. So hoping to see some Mail luck out there tonight, or just some Mail execution and a victory.
Manual Crimsons are 8-1. They are red hot. Keith Eckloff in his first year. He's really elevating already a strong program.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they've been strong, and they're playing really well this year. I mean, I expect for this to be a competitive game. They are not going to lay down. So looking for a tough fight tonight.
Looking towards Mail, you really don't know what to expect. This is a team battling injuries. They will have a quarterback. Jordan Williams will play tonight, but several other guys on the fence.
Yeah, they've got some guys out, but I also expect them to be fired up. You know what I mean? They're at home. It's the Mail Manual rivalry, so no excuses tonight. Come out and play football.
No other better place to be. Keith Eckloff, first-year head coach at Manual, will join us next. Thanks for watching Glycod.
Blind to wet, not just blinds. Blind to wet, not just blinds.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com. Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Polo Real Estate Group, your one-stop real estate source. Founded by 1993 male graduate Dion Reese. Contact him at 502-387-6330 or visit online at polorealestategroup.com.
Keith Eckloff, head coach of Manual, joins me. And, Coach, wow, a great start to the year, 8-1. Is this what you thought it might be as you move into Week 11?
Yeah, we really felt like we had a good chance in all these games. We played a really difficult schedule, and we could have been 9-0. We could have also come out and been 6-3 going into this game. So we're happy with the progress we've made so far.
You have won some close games. Has there been one common denominator in those games?
I always go back to character when you're winning close games, especially early. We were having to come from behind a few times. And we've got really high character kids that did not turn on one another. They did not fold. They didn't back down at all. And, that's very comforting for a head coach to know you got those kind of dudes.
How do you describe this team in your first year?
Resilient. This is a tough group. They've had 4 head coaches in 4 years now. And they're very tight and close-knit together. And, it's a real testament, like I said, to the character of this group.
Coach, coming into the Manual position, you had so much experience at Seneca. What did you learn from that job to maybe take the next step up the ladder here at DuPont Manual?
Well, every step along the way, you want to be improving as a coach. One of the things that, I would say about my Seneca experience is it really helped me to sort of refine all of the processes and how you run a practice and those types of things to be very, very efficient. We had very small numbers there, and so we couldn't waste a minute of practice time. And so, really helped me to be as efficient as possible so that we can get the most out of the time we have together.
Coach, you have some dynamic young players, certainly on offense with 5 starters. Any concerns that maybe the youth might show itself as you dive deep into the postseason?
At this point in the season, I feel pretty confident that our guys have sort of grown up a little bit. We've had some youthful mistakes early in the year, but, now we're on week 10. And so experience-wise, they've gotten a lot more than your typical sophomore because those 5 guys have played pretty much every game, and so they've matured quite a bit.
You're number 1 in the RPI, and certainly this program has lost 10 straight to male. Tonight, what's more important?
I'm trying to emphasize to my team all week that the playoff schedule is pretty well set at this point. This game is not going to make a big difference, at least until round 3 or round 4 in the schedule that we have to go through. So really, we're just trying to enjoy this week and really kind of get the monkey off our backs a little bit. I think with all the hoopla that goes into this game, I think sometimes these guys have put too much pressure on themselves to try to come out and carry the weight of the whole school community on their back. And I've just told them, this isn't going to make or break our season.
This is a Male team maybe with some question marks coming into tonight. What do you expect to see? They've got some key injuries. What do you expect? What edition of Male do you expect to see?
I know Coach Wolfe pretty well. We coached together for 5 years over there. He's going to have all the pieces in the right places. He's going to have something unique for us to see, and they're going to be a really well-coached, disciplined football team. I promise you that. So, people talk about, the injuries that they have. That staff is going to do a great job having them ready to go.
Good luck tonight, Keith. Thank you.
Hey, man, thank you.
Head coach Keith Eckloff will be right back after this.
Buying or selling a new home, and you want to do it with few hassles? Count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training. The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself. This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Back live at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Chris LeBar, Dion Reese, our producer tonight, is Steve Bird. Welcome back to Manual and Male. And Dion, one of the reasons, and there are many, the Crimsons are having a strong season, but they're plus 10 this year on turnovers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that says a lot about how aggressive they are on defense and how well they're taking care of the ball on offense, and it just speaks to a well-coached team.
This Crimson team, they've feasted on defense. They've got several coaches from the prior staff, and this is a team, really a program that has starved for continuity.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, I expect this to be, again, just a battle. You know, it's the battle of the barrel, and I expect it to be a battle tonight.
4 head coaches in 4 seasons for Manual, and the enormity of this game, not only from a rivalry standpoint, but also the RPI. Manual right now first at the 6A RPI, and there you've got Male 4 teams ahead of them.
Oh, wow. You know, that's impressive. And, again, I think it all just kind of goes back to just a well-coached Manual football team. even though they've had the 4 coaches in 4 years. These guys have come out this season and had a really, really solid start.
Keith Eckloff, just so well respected in the high school football community. The job that he did at Seneca, that's a program you talk about, Star for Success, but able to really put their foot down and elevate that program. Just a tremendous head coach. Tonight's weather forecast is presented by Blinds Direct. They offer custom blinds, window shades, wallpaper, and more. With over 30 years of serving Louisville, make Blinds Direct your shades for home decor. And it is a perfect evening for football. Temps in the upper 50s. It is clear and dry and wonderful weather, Dion, for the 1st of November.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful night. The fans are out here and they're excited. This is one of those games where the student body's going to be on fire, so it should be a fun one.
Chris Wolfe is in his 15th season as head coach of the Male Bulldogs. He'll join us next. You're watching the 142nd version of the old rivalry. We'll have more in just a moment.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tinsley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tinsley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Blinds Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Well, Chris, certainly a big ball game tonight as always versus Manual, but this has been an atypical period for you leading into this game. Just elaborate on some of the challenges you faced and what you're going to go with tonight.
Yeah, so we got to Tuesday, and Tuesday we had the quarterback had limited reps. But the two offensive linemen were out. And, of course, we all know Chase is out for the rest of the year. unfortunately. So we got to Wednesday, and I was able to get the 2 linemen, Spike and George, back for limited practice. So that was a positive. The big issue, Chris, is just juggling the potential of a playoff run and letting guys get completely healed versus pushing them into a game where maybe they're not 100% and then risking the chance at a longer-term injury. So that's a very delicate balance, knowing the importance of the game, of the manual game as far as the rivalry, but also the importance of the playoff run.
What have the kids told you, the feedback that they've provided?
Well, I thought the practice Wednesday with when George and Spike came back was one of our better practices. And so I think, just the excitement and the energy of the game, it's hard to be a 17 or 18-year-old kid and know this game is so important. There's so much fanfare for it in the school that it would be hard for these kids not to at least try to go out there and participate.
And certainly you referenced Chase Burton. You bring in Markalen Churn, really his second game of the year, 27 carries for 136 last week versus Bullitt East. Are you confident in his play moving forward?
Yeah, so we had Churn and Sweeney, and then when Chase went out in Fern Creek, we went with Churn, but he hadn't had a lot of reps, so he was pretty raw. At least the week of the Bullitt East, he was able to get all of the reps. Him and Sweeney were able to split those. So I think he had 20 carries, 116. I think Sweeney had maybe 17 carries for 78. I think that was a real positive. They're getting more reps in practice, so we're hopeful that you'll continue to see progression with both of those backs.
What more now falls on Antonio Harris with some of these defections?
Well, Antonio was a game changer last week. We ended up running 2 plays that we'd never practiced. We put him in the gun, and he ended up running like quarterback sweep and went 70 yards with it. But that's not something you can get away with a whole lot. The thing about Antonio is he's such a threat down the field, but you got to have a quarterback that you can rely on getting to him. So having Jordan back with Antonio will make a big difference as far as being able to put the ball down the field.
Just like you guys' manual is 8-1, how would you assess the Crimsons this year with a new head coach?
Well, I don't think they have any real weaknesses. If you look at them, you just start defensively. You can look at their rush defense average. I think there's only been one team that's even rushed for over 100 yards, and that was like 105 maybe early in the year, Central Hardin. And then pass defense-wise, they're very aggressive in the secondary, and they have some excellent athletes out there. Cal got a couple of plays on them. They were out of structure plays where the quarterback broke the pocket and the DB came up. But other than that, they've been very, very solid and did a great job against St. X. And then offensively, they run the ball really well. They have great tailbacks. And then their sophomore quarterback, he throws a really good deep ball, and he has some excellent receivers. The other thing is his threat with his feet is very dangerous. He breaks the pocket and gets 15, 20 yards in a blink of an eye. So they're really a complete team. And, of course, Coach Eckloff's a friend of mine and coached with me, and I know he does a fantastic job. So it's going to be a real challenge.
I know you had mentioned, Coach, being on your staff for, I believe, 5 years. What do you attribute some of his success to in this first year?
Well, first of all, he's an excellent coach. Second of all, Manual is a great program. And, they have great athletes over there. They have a good tradition. And so, it's just a really good fit for him to be able to pay his dues at Seneca, really brought them to relevance from where they were not relevant at all. And then Manuel had the foresight to go hire him, which was a smart move, in my opinion. And not great for us, but great for him personally, that's for sure. So I'm happy for him. It just makes this game a whole lot tougher.
Chris, this is your 15th year at Male, and their 15th matchup here in the old rivalry, at least in the regular season. Does it ever get old? Is it fresh each time?
Yeah, I really do think it is fresh each time. Each year I get to game day, I'm just like, I just want this day to be over. And then if you can get to the other side of it with a victory, it's very sweet. But it is a very stressful week. But you have to appreciate the fact that not every game is like this, and not everybody gets to experience this kind of atmosphere. So you have to be grateful for it.
Comments from head coach Chris Wolfe. We'll be right back after this.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
Go ahead, pour it on, as thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham, always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
This broadcast is authorized by Male High School with production rights owned by Glycod. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you for watching. Tonight's Keys to the Game presented by Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles, and Dr. Tyler Blunt, a huge partner here on Glycod, also, by the way, a Male Bulldog alum.
Right, I love it.
Let's talk about some keys to this matchup. Dion, what stands out first for Manual?
For Manual, they threw the ball really well last week. Caden Mack had, I believe, 3 touchdowns in the air. So I think it's going to be really important tonight that Male defense, especially in the secondary, has a stellar game. And, again, you just can't let them throw 2 and 3 touchdowns, put those in the air tonight.
Well, we talked about the plus turnover margin for both these teams, really, but for Manual, seems like they may need to be on the plus side of that tonight.
And that's where they're used to being. You know what I mean? They've done a really great job at that this year, and the Bulldogs are going to have to be decent and disciplined and take care of the ball because the Crimson will be going after it tonight.
Field goal kicking always important, but for Manual, 3 of 7 on field goals, and they likely to play some close games down the stretch.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, this could be a close game here tonight. I mean, these are 2 competitive teams, and I would expect special teams and kicking to definitely play a big part.
And you look at Male's most important factoids tonight, it all stems cleaning up some of those miscues.
Oh, yeah, and the Bulldog offense relies so much on, the ground game, so I think it's important that they get that established, and if Manual can stop them from running, they have a much better chance of getting the victory tonight.
Male Bulldogs very strong in the secondary, and of course, Chris Wolfe talked about the play of Antonio Harris. He's pretty much indispensable at this point.
Oh, he's an all-star. He's all over. He's throwing passes, he's catching touchdowns, running touchdowns, defending, so I would expect Harris to step up and have a big game tonight.
This is the place to be. It's Manual and Male. It's the old rivalry, and kickoff next from Glycod.
You cannot depend on Carl to make peace with his seatbelt. But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. From Glycod, it's UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday. UA Local 502, they do it right the first time. Tonight's game is brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. The Army National Guard, where the next greatest generation is now. German American Bank, building our community together. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Blunt Dental Group. Straightforward smiles. State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And Holy Smokes Barbecue. Now to the field for all the action from Glycod on UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday.
With Dion Reese, I'm Chris LeBar, back live. Veterans Memorial Stadium, Hail Bulldog football to start. This is, of course, part of the Great American Rivalry series on Glycod. Proud to partner with those great folks. And this series, my oh my, dating all the way back to 1893. Mail winning 2 out of 3, including 6 draws. And this is a program, both these programs, so proud. But for Manual, they got to find a way to win one. They lost the last 10, Dion.
Yeah, it's been a struggle for them the last 10 years. I mean, the Mail Bulldogs always, put a solid team on the field, so it's pretty difficult. But I expect them to really come out tonight and make this a really competitive game.
So Mail to start as Manual's Parker Friedman punches it to the left, and here comes Mail for a touchback. It was Steron Davidson that brought it back. So the Bulldogs, an offense averaging 36 points per game. We'll start this with possession.
Yeah, I think they're averaging 36, but I believe the Crimson are giving up something in the teens, maybe 17, 18 points per game. So it'll be an interesting battle tonight.
So the Mail offensive line, quite the discussion point. So many injuries. George Jewell was a game-time decision. He is the incumbent at left guard. He will start there with Mason Mudd, the new left tackle, to his left. The center, the original center, is Isaac Souls. And the right side of the line is L.J. Tishner, former defensive lineman, alongside Luis Cabral Garcia, the right tackle. The quarterback is Jordan Williams. Great to have him back there for the Bulldogs as Mail 1st and 10 from their 20-yard line. And a quick handoff, and churning for about 5 yards is Mark Halen Churn.
Mark Halen Churn, yeah, that was a solid ground play that time, and again, that's something that the Bulldogs need to come out and establish early.
So Churn injured all of this season. This is his 3rd game of the year, and his injury recuperation really moonlights off of the injury to Chase Burton. So in essence, Churn is not the new Burton, but for all intents and purposes, he mans that position in the backfield. It's 2nd down and 5 Mail. Second play from scrimmage. And Williams trying to set up a screen, and that ball is deflected and incomplete. That was Cam Jesse that got a hand on it.
Yeah, I like the call by the Bulldogs, but good defense by Manual's defense that time.
This is a Manual defense led by Jesse. He is a tremendous two-way player, the senior defensive end, and he's Going to send Mail into 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, smart play that time, getting his hands up and on the ball.
A big early 3rd down for the Bulldogs. Williams back to throw. There's Antonio Harris, peeled off the route, brought it in. And he's going to be close to a Bulldog 1st down, and it will be a Mail 1st down. That's Harris's 22nd catch of the year.
Yeah, William to Harris, I would expect to see a lot of that tonight. Really well-ran route, and he was able to grab the ball and get it in.
The accuracy of Jordan Williams has really improved throughout his junior season. And the Bulldogs, some 60 seconds gone by, will have it 1st down and 10 from their 31-yard line. As Williams on the short side, and the handoff inside. That was Sheldon Sweeney on the tote. Sweeney, 5'6", sophomore.
Yeah, not much at all there. Again, Manuel did a great job of just kind of stopping at the line of scrimmage. And
Crimson's defense coordinated by Marcellus English with Cam Jesse and Antoine Hogue on the edge. Jabari Sloan is the nose guard. The linebackers Jeremiah Stevens, Braden Underwood, Devin Allen, and Caden Baker with elite corner Corey Warner and Phoenix Perkins, and Damari Wilson and Aiden Blakey, kid brother of Eli, man the safety spots. It's 2nd down and 10 Bulldogs. Is Williams, perhaps a little miscommunication there, and that's Sweeney darting across the 35, and a second consecutive 3rd down and 5 looms.
Yeah, I think you're right. Looked like there may have been some miscommunication on that play, but Sweeney was able to get it and actually turn it into a 2 or 3 yard gain that time.
So Sweeney back-to-back carries. He was very active, 17 rushes last week in the win versus Bullitt East. And it's 3rd down and 5.
Big 3rd down play for the Bulldogs here.
Verbancic is in motion, and Jordan Williams back to throw, and he is dropped for a sack back at the 28-yard line. It's Cam Jesse.
Yeah, great job by that Manual defense. I mean, Cam Jesse got down there and actually fought off the lineman that was blocking him, was able to get to Williams and get him on the ground.
Right bulldozing through the left tackle. So the Bulldogs 4th down after a loss of 8.
Yeah, that's exactly what Manual's going to need on defense if they want to try to get a victory tonight.
Willis Knopfsinger back to return for Manual as Bulldogs send out Seth Henson to punt. And Henson's high, short kick. It bounces and gobbled up by Knopfsinger, and Knopfsinger down at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, that was a dangerous punt to grab. It was bouncing around. He chose to grab it, and a lot of times coaches say get away from those because you never know which way they're going to go, but he was able to get his hands on it and actually get some positive yards out of it.
So the Crimson's offense averaging 31 points per game. Left tackle is Elliot Dodson. The left guard, Cooper Stockwell. David Pellman, an outstanding center. One of the top juniors in the class of Kentucky, William Childs. And the lone senior is Caden Kieran at right tackle. Sophomore quarterback Caden Mack, 5'10 sophomore. He and incumbent Jackson Pritz were even throughout the summer. When pads came on, Mack really stood out, and he earned the coaching assignment as the starting quarterback. 62% completions on the year with 10 touchdown passes. And an inside handoff. That's Jerry and Trainer. And Trainer, certainly the bell cow for Manual. 5'11 junior. 520 rush yards on the year.
Yeah, very similar to the Bulldogs. I'm sure Manual's going to come out and try to establish the ground game and try to open up that passing game for Mack.
Aiden Blakey will also get some carries back there. This a gain of about 1 for Trainer. Manual receivers include Willis Knopfsinger, Braylon Miles, and a 6'3 target, Rashad High. And the indispensable tight end is Cam Jesse. It's second down and long. As Mack looking down the far sideline, trying to find Miles. Miles a separator and could not hang on.
Wow. I love the play call. And that was a great throw by Mack. And really, he should have brought that in. And that is exactly what the Bulldogs can't have tonight. Like I said, they need to have a stellar night in the secondary.
Miles, a true vertical threat for Manuel. And that one right between the numbers. Male defense, 17 point per game average with Cornelius Williams and Aviance Davis on the edge. LJ Tishner and Nehemiah Slimmons are inside. Dorsey and Conley, the backers. Richardson, Jefferson, Bledsoe, Kennedy, and speedster corner Steron Davidson in the back seven. It's third down and 9. DuPont Manuel. Mack, plenty of time. Now he's going to feel a little discomfort, and Mack puts on the burners, and Mack close to a first down as he crosses the 50.
Yeah, Mack's got some speed. I mean, he really did a great job of eluding what would typically have been a sack for Male High School and was able to make a pretty significant gain on that play.
Mack is very fleet-footed on the year. Over 250 rush yards, and looks like he's just a tad short.
Well, that speed and that elusiveness, along with that pass that I saw he threw earlier, it's going to be a long night for the Bulldogs trying to keep him contained.
Going to be a timeout for a measurement on the near sideline. And chain crew going to have to traverse all the way across the field here on what likely will be either 4th and short or first down and 10. Now with one first down on their first drive, and now Manuel trying to move the chains. Jay Blackburn's the wide hat. He might need the bifocals. That one could be tight.
Looks like it's a close one for sure. He hadn't made the signal yet or the call yet.
Well, this is certainly a big game, a 7-man crew.
Game of inches.
It's a 4th down and short. We've seen a lot of crews this year round up. That was not the case in that assignment there. So 4th down and short. And Keith Eckloff with an early decision to make.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to go for it, and I don't blame him. You know, the offense has started off pretty solid so far, and midfield, I think you do go for this. I think that's the right call.
Again, Jerian Trainer is certainly very capable running inside the tackles. And Mack going to take this snap from the shotgun. High snap in the belly of Trainer, and Trainer sweeps the edge in a big first down and a gash down the far sideline from the 50 to inside the 10. It's first and goal.
Wow. Trainer's got some jets. He started that out inside. I mean, he took that step outside and got outside the Male defense containment, and it was a foot race, and he almost scored a touchdown there.
Wonderful block on the edge. That looked like one of the receivers, Miles. And it's first down and goal after a gain of some 45 yards. First down and goal, Manuel. Miles split out high as it's first down and goal in the belly of Trainer. Trainer to the edge, and he'll tumble just shy of the end zone.
Yeah, it looks like they came back with the same play, which I don't blame them, but Male defended it much better that time, was able to get him on the ground pretty early right there at the line of scrimmage.
Now, Coach Eckloff just so fond of his junior running back, and you can certainly see why.
Oh, yeah, he's got a lot of talent. He's got some good size, and I'm actually impressed with the speed he just showed us on that 2 plays ago.
So now 2nd down and goal. Line of scrimmage at about the 4. Mack to the left, floats it in the end zone, and Knopfsinger is in for 6.
Wow, great pass. I mean, a simple out route, but there was some pretty decent defense or coverage in the secondary. But Mack just made a great throw, and they willed it in for the touchdown.
Willis Knopfsinger, his 9th catch of the year against pretty good coverage. It was Brandon Richardson with the coverage. And Manuel's Parker Friedman, 36 of 37 to attempt the point after. And Friedman's kick has given DuPont Manuel a 7-0 lead. Knopfsinger in on a 5-yard touchdown rush. Male football right after this pause. Be right back.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tinsley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tinsley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
DuPont Manuel on top of Male, 7-0. The big 4th down rush from Jerry and Trainer, 45 yards. That set up a Willis Knopfsinger 5-yard touchdown reception, and Caden Mack making some very good decisions early.
Oh, no doubt about it. And the Crimson, I mean, they're off to about as good of a start as they could ask for, stopping the Male.
That one is through the midst of Steron Davidson, and now Davidson elects to come to the short side, and he's got a little zip. And he'll take it just shy of the 30.
Yeah, I love it. So much speed. I mean, he almost broke that one. Yeah, great return by the Male Bulldogs. They need to come out with some energy, and they need to answer that last Manual drive is what they need to do right now.
The Bulldogs will have possession for the 2nd time. 142nd edition of the old rivalry. Great to have you here on Glycod.com. We'll chat with actually 3 members of the graduating classes at half, 2 for Male, 1 for Manuel. We're going old school here on the 1st of November as Antonio Harris trots in motion, and Williams up in the pocket, and Jesse collaborating on that sack. And Manuel's 2nd sack of this game.
Yeah, they actually had Harris open on that play, but just not enough time for Williams, so take your hat off to that front 4 of the Manual defense.
Was Jeremiah Stevens also involved in that sack? Stevens' 2nd sack of the year, and Male behind the chains on 2nd down and 14. Antonio Harris going to take the snap from the quarterback. He'll find Markalen Churn, and now Churn perhaps back to the initial line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the Bulldogs are really missing Chase Burton right now. He's out for the year, and they're trying to put things together, and they look decent out there, but it's just not that same offensive push that we saw earlier in the season.
Well, and the play calling certainly has to be very creative, and that's certainly what Coach Chris Wolfe is trying to do, utilize the strengths that he does have. It's 3rd down and long as the Bulldogs 1 for 2 on 3rd down, and they're going to take it inside, and they're going to be forced to punt.
Gain of 3 on the play out to near the 35-yard line.
Yeah, really great start for this Manual team on offense and defense. I mean, it's tough to stop the Bulldogs from getting a 1st down, and they've done it 2 series in a row now.
So Harris takes 2 under center, and Seth Henson on to punt for the 2nd time for the Bulldogs. And Willis Knopfsinger back for Manual, the recipient on the earlier touchdown pass from his quarterback, Caden Mack. And Henson's fluttering moderate kick. It's going to roll inside the 20-yard line as Knopfsinger watches it roll down to the 20. That'll be a net punt of 45 yards.
Yeah, that's probably the best play the Bulldogs have had tonight. So great punt.
So the Manual Crimsons on for the second time.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure for the Bulldog defense here. They really need to stop. I mean, they got a great punt. If they can get an early stop, they can end up with some decent field position.
Caden Mack, boy, that was a high snap. He's going to leave it for Trainer, and Trainer going to drag a tackle for a gain of about 2 up to the 22-yard line. It was Javion Dorsey on the stop.
I mean, I think that was maybe a 2-yard gain there, but that just still looked like a solid run by Trainer. I mean, he's he could be dangerous. They're going to have to get to him early tonight. He gets that speed up, and he's going to be tough to catch up with.
That was a snap that got on Mack very quickly. Keep an eye on that as this evening continues on. Second down and long. Let's see what the Bulldog front can do. Revamped front, Nehemiah Slimmons. So Jeremiah Priest in the rotation as well. 2 guys that will really rotate at the nose. There's Mack now in an empty set. Mack design draw. He's going to dance to the left, evading Slimmons, and Mack brought down. Very minimal gain, a gain of a couple up to about the 24-yard line as it's third down and long.
Yeah, I like the play call by Manuel, but that was defended really well by the Bulldogs. And they need to stop here again. They can actually get themselves in some decent field position if they can get a stop here on third down.
Keith Eckloff calls the plays. Josh Gillespie, last year's interim head coach, is technically the offensive coordinator, but Eckloff calls the plays, and you got third down and medium.
He's doing a great job of mixing things up tonight, too.
And Mack, boy, he's got plenty of time to throw. And he's going to dump it on a comeback, and that's a catch up to the 40, a pickup of 16, and a huge third down conversion. It's Knopfsinger again.
Yeah, I talked about the secondary for the Bulldogs need to come out and have a stellar performance, but that's not on them. I mean, that's on the front four. I mean, you just can't give him that much time. He's going to burn you up if you give Mack that much time to throw the ball.
Looked like Mack went to at least his second read.
Or third, maybe.
Or at least. First 10 minutes controlled by DuPont Manual as they lead by a touchdown. So we slide under 2 in the first. Trainer barreling for a couple inside.
Yeah, not much there for Trainer on that play. Bulldogs doing a good job of just kind of stopping that up at the line of scrimmage.
It's Beckett Kennedy on the stop. Beckett, an improving senior defensive player, really is a first year of a full-time playback there. And it's second down and long. And Mack dumps it out there. Knopfsinger on a nice catch. And he's brought down for a loss back at the 40. Make that the 39-yard line. Albert Bledsoe on the tackle for loss.
Yeah, that was defended well. He was able to get off the wide out and actually get the receiver down to the ground for a loss.
Manual converted on their last third down and long on this drive.
Really heads-up play by the Bulldogs.
This one third down and 11. Rapidly moving first quarter. There's Mack floats it forward, and a nice grab low, but short of a first down, caught up at the 45-yard line. That was Jerry and a trainer leaking out of the backfield.
Yeah, we got the looks like we got the punt team coming out for the Manual Crimson.
Only 12 seconds left in the quarter as Mack on the check down.
Yeah, the Bulldogs needed that stop. So we'll see what they can do once they get back on the offensive side.
And that's going to close the first quarter. Manual on top of Mail, 7-0. Crimsons will have it 4th down and 4 when the second quarter begins. Right after this pause from Glycon.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Manual punts it away as we welcome you back. First punt of the game for the Crimsons, Jackson Pritz, and Mail football from inside their 20-yard line.
Yeah, Pritz got it down there pretty good. Yeah, the Bulldogs came out and got a solid stop that time, and but they need some production out of this offense. They haven't really been able to move the ball much.
Alongside former Mail Bulldog class of 93, Deion Reese, I'm Chris LeBar. Welcome back. Veterans Memorial Stadium. Thank you so much for watching us tonight. The marquee event in high school football, unquestionably here in the state of Kentucky. And this is a big drive for Mail as they try to respond early. And Markalen Churn trying to get on track as he'll take it across for a couple. And Deion, although certainly not the power of Chase Burton, he's got some girth to him and the ability to barrel inside.
Oh, no doubt about it. He's got some good size and some good speed, you know. Again, like I said, Mail just not really being able to get any momentum going. I feel like they need to try to get the ball in Harris's hands and see what he can do with it.
Churn 5'10", 194. There's Jordan Williams in the shotgun. There's Harris in motion, and Churn again, and he'll prod for a couple. That Manual linebacking core very strong. That's Devin Allen, the junior that pretty much stood up Churn at the point of attack.
Oh, you hit it on the nose. I mean, that linebacking core is like he ran into a brick wall, you know what I mean? He got 2 or 3 yards on the play, but as soon as he hit those linebackers, it was a stop there immediately.
Allen, 56 tackles, including 5 for a loss coming in. And every time you look up, at least to this point, Mail's facing third and moderate or long.
Yeah, and again, I'm going to lean towards trying to get the ball to Harris in some open space.
And we see you down there, cheerleaders. Let's hear it from the Dog Pound.
This time Williams up under center. And here's Harris around the edge. Antonio in space, but Allen in pursuit. Going to bring him down well short of a first down.
I like the play call. You know, good hard run by Harris, but even better defense by the Crimson that time.
Consecutive stops by Allen, and for the third time, Mail's going to send on their punting unit.
That's probably pretty rare this season for Mail, you know, this early in the game, you know, to already have three punts in. So Again, hats off to this Manual defense. This Manual team right now, they've really come out and they're playing well right now.
Bulldogs with 1 first down thus far. That occurred on the first drive of the game. As Willis Knopfsinger back at his own 44, awaiting the punt from Seth Henson. And Henson, this time a wobbler, well short, but it's going to trickle across midfield. And there's Knopfsinger gobbling it up at about the 40-yard line.
Yeah, another solid punt. And again, this Manual team is really looking well. They're going to bring that offense back out. And the Bulldogs, again, really need to get a stop here and try to get their offense back on the field so they can get a score.
About a 42-yard punt as Crimson's offense back out there. Willis Knopfsinger, 5-yard touchdown reception, the lone score this game. That occurring after Emmanuel went for it 4th and 1 at the 50. And Jerry and Trainer, a 45-yard run around the edge on 4th and 1, setting up the lone Manual score. And Mack going to rifle it out. That's a nice grab by Braylon Miles. And Miles is slippery, and he coughs it up. And Mayo with the recovery on the game's first turnover. And the Bulldogs scarf up the fumble. It's Beckett Kennedy.
Big play for the Bulldogs. We talked about that earlier today, winning that turnover battle. And we've got our first turnover of the game. And maybe this will give the Bulldogs some energy. They can come out and strike on offense now.
And Miles, the elusiveness, but a hit from behind there, and there's Kennedy. And the Bulldogs.
Very well executed play, nice run, just couldn't hold on to the ball there at the end of the run.
That's Mayo's 12th fumble recovery of the season. They're second in 6A behind North Hardin. And the Bulldogs on sudden change will have possession. They'll be perched at their 45-yard line. Here's Sweeney to the near side, and Sweeney bouncing and ricocheting off tacklers and pinballed across the 50, a couple yards short of a first down.
Oh, man, Sweeney took a tough shot that time, but they didn't wrap up, and Sweeney, kept his legs pumping, was able to turn it into a great gain, actually.
He is certainly the complement to Churn. Churn, a much more physical back. Sweeney,
hey, after taking that shot and continue to go forward, we might have to put him in that physical category as well.
That's a nice 9-yard pickup for the Bulldogs. Second down and short. The Manual 46, and Williams leaves it for Churn, and Churn darts it back. And he's going to be close to a first down. This is a very physical Manual defense. That's Aiden Blakey. Safety on the stop.
Yeah, they've got some good size out there, and they're playing aggressive as well.
No gain on the play. Second down.
So denied will be Churn, and the Bulldogs have a third down and 1.
Ball spotted at the Crimson 46-yard line.
Sweeney is the back behind Williams. Sweeney gets the call, sweeps to the edge, first down as he knives it right through the second level. And that's going to be a nice 8-yard pickup and a big Mill first down.
Yeah, another solid run by Sweeney. I mean, he's doing a great job right now of making that first guy miss, and he did that play and was able to get the first down for the Bulldogs.
And I think if you're Chris Wolfe calling plays, you go with the hot hand back there, and thus far anyway, it's been Sweeney.
It is. Literally broke a tackle and was able to get another 3 or 4 yards off of that run.
Bulldogs on first down at 10. And another short side run. It's Sweeney again.
Yeah, it looks like they might have went to the same play, and he made the first guy miss again. Unfortunately, he was in the backfield, and the next guy was at the line of scrimmage and able to get him down. I like the aggressive running from Sweeney right now, though.
Manual grad Rick Ford will join us at half. We'll also chat with Male High grad Earl Long. We'll update the ticker. And lots of great games going on. One involving an RPI Also on Glycod, Douglas is at Boyle County. That game, an audio stream. We'd love to have you bounce back and forth if you'd like. 2nd down and 8 is Williams in the gun, leaving it with Churn, and Churn cannot bounce off the first tackle. It's Allen again in the backfield.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a hesitation by Churn that time, and just too long of a hesitation. They were able to wrap him up and take him down for a loss.
That's Devin Allen's 3rd tackle in this quarter. And now you're back to where you started. It's 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, Manuel's doing a great job of stuffing everything up in the inside right now.
Got an official stop. I'm not exactly certain why. There's nothing to measure. And now play will resume. Andrew Verbancic, 2 touchdown receptions, holding last week. He is in a blocking position there at the 41 as Jefferson trails him on that side. There's Churn up the gut, and Churn will pick up about 4, and now you're staring beyond 4th and 6 right in the eye.
Yeah, this will be interesting. Looks like he's going to bring the punt team on here and try to boot this one down. Yeah, hats off again to that Crimson defense. They're playing well on all levels.
So Henson, 3 previous punts. And Manuel's going to get an opportunity here, and they're going to possess the football to start the second half as well. So it's a very pivotal sequence in this game.
Yeah, I'm sure the Bulldogs will see some pressure here on this punt as well. Looks like Manuel's coming.
And Henson's kick trying to steer this one deep inside to Crimson territory, and it will just trail in for a touchback. Net punt of 19 yards, and Manuel at their 20 to commence this drive.
A 36-yard punt. Special shout out to
Yeah, we'll see if the Bulldogs can come out and try to get a stop on defense early. You know, they can end up with some pretty decent field position. But this Manuel offense has really been looking good tonight, throwing the ball and running it.
One thing we've yet to discuss, all-time wins. Mill Bulldogs trailing Valdosta all-time only by 4. Just a tremendous program. You were a part of many of those 948 Bulldog wins.
Oh yeah. I had my fair share of Bulldog wins, and that Valdosta, they were around then and winning games, and we were chasing them. So we've closed the gap on them pretty good now.
Mack, he's going to find his companion Braylon Miles, and Miles will take it for a couple. And Priest on the stop.
Yeah, big series for the Bulldog defense. It would be really beneficial if they can get a stop here in this series early.
And really for Manuel, what do they call back here? You got 4:27. Each team has 3 timeouts. They certainly can be aggressive in the latter stages of this first half.
Like I said earlier, they're having success running and throwing the ball. The playbook's open.
And thus far, sophomore Caden Mack has had an exceptional evening at quarterback. 1 touchdown pass. And Keith Eckloff takes off the headset. Manuel's going to pause for a quick timeout. We'll step aside as well. 2nd and long, Manuel. You're watching the old rivalry from Glycod.
Not just flies. Lines direct, not just flies.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
2nd down and long for Manuel. Crimson's lead by a touchdown. Willis Knopfsinger, 5-yard touchdown reception. Middle of the first quarter, accounting for the lone score in this game. There has been one turnover. Mail recovered a fumble from Crimson's receiver Braylon Miles, but Dion, much of this half has been controlled by the Crimsons.
It has, on the offense and the defensive side. So, again, like I said, Bulldogs really need to try to take advantage of the field position they have right now and get a stop down here.
And Mack on 2nd and 10. Heaves it across the middle. Nice catch and run. And Miles for a big pickup to the 37, a gain of 16, and a first down.
That's a big-time play by the by Manuel there. You know, Mack able to, find the open guy and hit him right in the numbers.
Miles' 3rd reception of the evening.
Great run after the play as well after the catch.
First down and 10 as the Crimsons controlling the clock on this last drive, potentially last drive of the half as they try to expand it to a 2-score lead. And Mack finds Trainer, and Trainer denied. Gain about a half yard. It's Cornelius Williams. And that will be the first penalty of the evening. Cornelius Williams on the stop. He has had an outstanding senior season. 8 tackles for loss, 3 sacks.
Looks like the Manual faithful have come out and, filled those stands up tonight, supporting the Crimson.
Just a tremendous representation as one would expect from both these outstanding institutions. Jay Blackwood having some discussion with his colleague. And it will be signaled against the Crimsons. Well, there's one. And now we've got personal foul on Mail. So the dead ball penalty really going to be advantageous for Manual.
Yeah, that was one of the keys as well. Really try to keep those penalties to a minimum for this exact situation. You're really needing to stop with the end of the half, and now you've given the Manual Crimson some fresh life and some decent field position.
At their 45, new set of downs for the Crimsons. Manual 8-1 coming into this game. The lone loss, perhaps a little bit of a surprise, lost a home game to Cal. They do have the 2 great wins, defeated Frederick Douglass at home, and of course defeating St. X as well, beating the Tigers for the 2nd straight year. Also a season opening win versus Central, and another official's timeout. This might be a question perhaps of ball placement after both penalties on the preceding play.
Yeah, I believe so. Moving the chains around a little bit over there on the sidelines.
Three targets to the near side, one of whom is Knopfsinger. The run to the opposite side is Trainer. He's going to spill it back to the press box side, tripped up after a gain of about 2 to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, he started out to the left and saw a little daylight on the right, and luckily one of the male Bulldogs was able to trip him up before he got a head of steam going.
Other than the long 45-yard gash, Trainer has been kept in pretty decent check by this Smale defense.
Yeah, but you can tell he could break one at any time.
Looks like a 2nd and 7. Trainer again getting a healthy diet of runs. 2nd level rush up to the Bulldog 48.
Yeah, the Crimson are playing against this clock a little bit too here, so we'll see how that plays a factor on this last drive.
Great camera work tonight by our crew. Max Gorley on camera 2, Joe O'Million on the main camera. Shidro Artistani, our on-site producer. Steve Bird, our executive producer. And now you've got 3rd down and 3. Caden Mack in the shotgun. And Mack rolling to the near side. Nice contain by the Bulldog defense, and Mack heaves it for an incompletion. That was wonderful contain by the Male defense.
Yeah, that sure was. I mean, I thought Mack was going to get out of there. He actually did a great job to even be able to get that ball out of his hands. So, again, nice defensive stop by the Bulldogs that time.
Well, and that stops the clock as well at 1:30. Male still 3 timeouts.
Yeah, great pursuit by the Bulldogs. Everybody's getting to the ball.
Colin Jefferson back for Male. And Pritz, his second punt. This is a spiraling kick to the meat of the field, and it's going to roll idle at the 13-yard line. Be a 39-yard punt, and we'll see what Male can do. Still 3 timeouts with 1:20 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, got quite a bit of ways to go here for 1:20, so it'll be interesting to see how the Bulldogs handle this. Are they conservative? Are they aggressive and try to get some points out of this?
Again, Manuel will have the football to start the second half. Got Markalen Churn trotting out in the backfield.
Yeah, I've got a feeling they're going to try to keep it on the ground and get out of here.
Jordan Williams up under center. There's a draw, no Churn. Put it on the ground. And wrestling for that loose ball. And Manuel comes out with a huge fumble recovery. It's Damari Wilson.
Yeah, we just can't have that. That's a lack of focus, a lack of discipline, and they're going to hear about that in about 1:12 seconds.
A huge miscue in this game. It just didn't appear that the quarterback exchange went well with the running back Churn.
Yeah, let me see. I really couldn't tell exactly what happened on that, but there's no excuse for that. You put a bunch of pressure on your defense to try to keep him out of the end zone here.
So Manuels, we take one more look. Oh, that was a fine handoff.
Yeah. Probably just looking downfield. He obviously didn't have his eyes on the ball. He stuck it right in his chest.
First down and 10 as Manuel's inside the red zone. At the 9, it's 1st and goal as Trainer spilling forward.
Yeah, good stop by the Bulldogs, but Trainer's running hard. If I'm Manuel, I'm handing it right back to him again.
So now you've got really an open playbook for Keith Eckloff, 2nd and goal, 2 timeouts left. On the 7-yard line, and this Male defense, for the moment, trying to keep their team in the game and limit Manuel to a 3-point try in the remnants of this first half. And a Manuel timeout.
Quite a bit of time off the clock there. Yeah, big mistake by the Bulldogs. You just can't have that, not at this point in the game and not at that point on the field.
So 2 key fumbles in this game. One recaptured by Manuel, but this last one perhaps even more enormous as Male coughs it up inside their 15-yard line.
Yeah, that was a big one. Again, putting a ton of pressure on this Bulldog defense to try to keep Manuel out of the end zone before this half.
Manuel still 1 timeout left. Jerry and Trainer in the backfield as Mack rolling. And Mack in the end zone, and that ball is caught for a Manuel touchdown. Noah Price.
Yeah, just too much time for Mack back there. I mean, he's made it known that he's going to hit a wide receiver if you give him some time, and he just had way too much time back there. Again, that's not on the secondary. He just back there with too much time, with guys with too much time to run around and get open.
Price, 10 previous catches, but this his first touchdown of the year. And Manuel, 13, Mail nothing as the Crimsons two-play, 9-yard drive immediately after the Bulldog fumble. Price will now hold as Friedman's kick is pure.
Yeah, Price did a great job that time on the play, just staying in front of the quarterback's face and running right, again, just right in front of his face the entire time in the end zone, and Mack was able to hit him clean.
Really impressed by Mack. The confidence to make that throw.
And the ability to just move his feet and buy more time. He's just, he's got a great start out here today.
Crimson's number 1 in the RPI, and a win tonight certainly would cement that status. They'd be home through Thanksgiving, guaranteed 4 home playoff games. And Mail 5th in the RPI coming in with some work to do. Frederick Douglass ahead of them. They're also in action tonight at Boyle County. Boyle leads that game 3-0 late in the first quarter. Boy, that was a back-breaking fumble. And this ball is reeled in, but dropped by Davidson. Took his eye off it.
Yeah.
And the Bulldogs will start this drive inside their 5-yard line.
Yeah, Bulldogs just don't have their head in this game right now. You know, they've gotten themselves in a little bit of a hole, and it's going to be tough to climb out of this. They need to stay focused. They've got plenty of time, you know, within the second half to come back and still win the game, but they've got to pull things together.
I think you might see knee here and had to get some refreshments.
At the Bulldog 4-yard line.
Coach Wolfe talked about didn't see too many weaknesses with his Manual team, and they have been razor sharp.
They sure have on both sides of the ball.
And that's going to take us to half. Bulldogs do not have to run a play.
Bulldogs take a knee.
And Manual, they've lost the last 10 in this series, but through 2 quarters, they've been dominant as they lead Mail at Veterans Memorial Stadium. 14-zip. Lots to get to at half. We'll chat with the trio of distinguished alums. We'll update the ticker, and then we'll get Deon's analysis on this lopsided first half. Manual on top of Mail. More coverage after this timeout from Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
Go ahead, pour it on, as thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham, always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational, solid career path.
Rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, a tradition of corporate excellence and community service. For more, visit tfcfamily.com.
Back live at Veterans Memorial Stadium for the 142nd edition of the old rivalry. Manual on top of Male 14-0. I'm Chris LeBar along with former Bulldog Dion Reese. And I tell you what, Manual certainly, they passed the eye test in this first half.
Oh, no doubt about it. It's been all manual on both sides of the ball. They're playing really good on defense at all levels, and on offense, they're moving the ball, passing, and running well.
Got 2 touchdown passes for Crimson quarterback Caden Mack. One went to Willis Knopfsinger, 5-yard touchdown reception in the first quarter, and then very late in the second quarter, Noah Price on an 8-yard reception, that following a crucial Male fumble.
Yeah, not only are they playing discipline, but they're playing with some energy. Both coaches talked about, there's not a lot on the line in terms of the playoffs, so there wasn't a lot of just getting a lot on the table as far as the playoffs, but Manuel's out here playing like this is a playoff game.
Bulldogs have had some solid runs from Shelton Sweeney, but really they've not been able to muster anything substantive on offense.
Yeah, they've been struggling to move the ball. Again, like you said, Sweeney's had a couple of good runs. I mean, again, from my perspective, I'd love to see Harris touch the ball a little more. We rarely saw the ball in his hands. He's a big playmaker for them, so hopefully they can make some adjustments in the at halftime.
A lot of guests to get to at half. We will step aside. More coverage of Manual and Male. You're watching Louisville Football Friday from Glycod. We'll be right back.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities?
Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Halftime at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Welcome back. A real pleasure to welcome several distinguished grads from both Manual and Male. First, we'll start with Manual graduate Rick Ford, class of 1970. How many games of these have you been to? Yeah, how many of these games have you been to?
I would say probably 30 or 40.
What's it like to come back in this environment?
It's great. Every time we come back here, it's another experience. I'm just glad to see this game be so meaningful after all these years, to still carry the weight that it carried when we were playing.
Got a few other Male alums we will welcome, as well as we've got Earl Long, Male class of 1963, Ed Whitworth, class of 1967. And guys,
yes,
what's it like to come back here to Male High School?
Oh, it's good, but I'm the old Breckenridge fella down at the old Male, Brook and Brett. Yeah. And I think it's great, this camaraderie between these two schools all these years. And the great thing was, you never went to Grandma's house for turkey dinner until you watched the ball game.
Yes, that's right. Right.
Yep.
Earl, for you specifically, I know you've been a part of the Male Alumni Association, so you've been able to give back to the community as well.
Yes.
What does that do for you? What does that mean to you?
Everything that I've become is because of Male High School. I really believe that, and I'm willing to give back everything I can. Really appreciate it. We've done a lot here through the Alumni Association, and I've done a lot personally as well.
And for you, do you have a favorite number 24 in Male Bulldog history?
Well, it's not me, because Avis Hines was one of our players. He was a big part of the early '80s teams, and we didn't win until my senior year, and we beat Manual 7-6. And it was a tight game, and all these games are tight, and you'll see some good football out here tonight.
Rick, you started the Great American Rivalry series. Mm-hmm. Walk us through what led you down that path.
This game.
Yeah.
We said if there's a game like this in Louisville, there's got to be other games like this around the country. And now we've been to over 1,200 rivalry games all over in 46 different states. So it's been quite an experience. We've been at it now 21 years, and it all started with this game. I wouldn't have done it if I hadn't played in it, I don't think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree with that.
How did the Manual education prepare you for a career in business?
Well, back then you didn't have to be smart to go to Manual. No, I'm just kidding. It was a good education, but, public schools were all good back then. They still are, in fact, carrying pretty heavy loads as it is. But I think Louisville schools have always had a good base for education, and they've always felt it was an important part of the high school experience.
Earl and Ed, do you have any favorite male football memories? There have been so many. Do you have any that stand out?
There have been so many. Back when we played on Thanksgiving, it was just something that we all did. It was a family thing. And we really appreciate the game and the holiday. But if you can come here and get a male win, something to brag about all year.
For the rest of your life.
Yeah, well, yes,
exactly.
for the rest of your life, really. All the games.
I'm convinced if we hadn't, we won my senior year, so I can talk trash about that. But if we hadn't won that year, I'm not sure we'd still be having reunions. That's how big a deal it was to win this game.
Right. I can remember in 1967, Mayo and Manual were 11-1 each. Mayo lost the game in the state title to Manual. 2 weeks later on Thanksgiving Day, we turned and we beat Manual. So we both ended up 11-1 season that year.
And they both had a victory.
Yeah.
What do you guys look for here in the second half?
Some good old-fashioned football, hopes.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe we can tie this game.
And maybe not.
Hope Coach Wolfe is giving them that old Male High School rally at the halftime.
Yeah, like we used to have down at Center Hall after lunch.
Oh, yeah.
Alabama, Diego, San Diego, Horcus Porcus, kiss my corcus.
You guys need your own show. I think you need your own show. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Cheer. Thank you.
Thanks to each of you.
Thank you for having us.
Always great to have them here. We'll step aside more coverage in a moment.
Go ahead. Pour it on. As thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham. Always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
New recruit? Take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
The sights and sounds at Veterans Memorial Stadium. It's halftime. Manual on top of Male 14-0. Dion, what can Male do to muster some momentum in the second half?
They need to come out with some energy. You got to have some energy, and they got to be able to execute on offense. I mean, they've been pretty stagnant on offense again. I mean, they got to be able to move the ball on the ground and put it in the air as well. So
Manual's going to have the football to start the second half, and from their perspective, there's not a lot to clean up.
There's not. I mean, they've had a great start to this game, again, on both sides of the ball. Male seems to be struggling, to be quite honest, on both sides of the ball. So hopefully Coach Wolfe, he coached them up at halftime, and they come out here with some different energy and some different discipline.
We'll take a quick timeout. Second half on the way back. Just a great atmosphere tonight. But right now, Manual trying to break a 10-game losing streak versus the Male Bulldogs. More coverage in just a moment from Glycod.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Tech24, a commercial food service repair company. Find out how you can train for a rewarding career and earn top pay and benefits by visiting mytech24.com.
A huge thank you to all of our great corporate partners here on Glycod, including German American Bank. So many great locations in Kentucky and to serve you. They've got the best and wonderful customer service. Feel free to stop by any branch for more information. Our scoring summary is pretty tight for Manuel Knopfsinger. 5-yard touchdown reception, and then Noah Price, a 9-yard TD reception in what is a 14-0 Manual lead. And their sophomore quarterback, Caden Mack, pretty darn impressive.
He's very impressive. I mean, again, he's done a great job of just moving his feet, buying more time, and delivering the ball where it needs to be, when it needs to be there.
Mack is his first ever Male Manual matchup, and he has certainly been some kind of find for this Manual team. And for the Male defense, really the pressure on them here in the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, like we just said, I mean, that Manual offense is playing so well. I mean, again, they're running the ball, they're throwing the ball really well, which we expected that to happen. The surprise is the Male defense. I just haven't seen the energy, enthusiasm that I typically see out of those guys.
Always great to catch up with so many alums. And, Deon, I know you've seen a lot of familiar faces tonight.
Oh, no doubt about it. I have seen, several classmates, and it's really fun to just see everybody come out and just really enjoy this game. And even just seeing the guys who were talking at halftime from the 60s and the 70s, you know what I mean? And it's just cool to see that it was as big of a deal to them as it is to us today. I mean, just a really special rivalry to be a part of.
Talking to Chris Wolfe before the game, just the stressful nature of this week. It's just a week that so many programs have nothing to relate it to, but how sweet it is to enjoy a win out of all this stressful time. And Male going to have a tall hill to climb to get a win here tonight.
Oh yeah, they've got a tough second half and ahead of them, but I expect for them to come out and try to redeem themselves. Again, it doesn't have a lot of implications as far as the playoffs, but you want to finish the season strong. So hopefully Male High School comes out and shows us what they can do and plays how they need to be playing right now.
So they put a little bit more time on the clock. We will step aside, quick timeout. Our title sponsor tonight, UA Local 502. Now let's hear from them from Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
So Manual Crimson's football here, and just over a minute as the Crimsons lead 14-0 at half. Tonight was also homecoming, and a lot of festivities in what has been an outstanding crowd on a perfect weather evening.
Yeah, it's a beautiful evening. Like you said, it's homecoming, it's male manual, and this is probably one of those rare situations where the student body is probably more fired up than the football team, you know what I mean? So they don't care about the playoffs, they just care about bragging rights and getting on social media tonight and, and rubbing it in each other's faces.
Now, speaking of social media, there was a very interesting pep rally on the campus of Male bright and early this morning. They were getting ready.
Oh, wow, I wasn't aware of that. See, I'm from the class of 93. There was no social media at the pep rally, so I didn't even know it had advanced to that point.
So Seth Henson to kick it off as Manual will send back Rashad High and Willis Knopfsinger for the first drive in the second half. Crimson's trying to beat Male for the first time in the last 10 matchups. It'll be actually Braylon Miles back there alongside Knopfsinger.
See if the Bulldogs can come out with some energy and build some momentum early in this second half. Is what they need to do.
The crowd's certainly going to do their part on the near sideline. And Henson, it's going to watch it split. Knopfsinger and Miles in for a touchback.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how, again, both of these teams come out after halftime. Is Manual going to come out and still be hungry and pushing the ball, or are they getting content and feeling like they got this game won already?
A lot on the shoulders of this Male defense.
Yeah, they've got the opportunity to set the tone right now.
A very clean game in terms of penalties, only a couple penalties total in the first half.
I think we got those on the same play.
We sure did. First down at 10, first play of the second half. Two receivers each side is Mack. He's going to flip it, and coming out of the backfield, that's Jesse, a great catch, and he'll take it just short of the 30.
I'm really impressed with this Manual offense. I mean, that was a really well executed play. Just a simple out route, but the route was ran well, and Mack just still delivering the ball right where it needs to be.
Jesse with his second catch of the evening. Gain of 7, so Manual ahead of the chains. And Trainer on the take, and Trainer, first down. Up just shy of the 35-yard line, a burst of 8.
Yeah, that was definitely a burst. I mean, like I said, Trainer looks like he's going to break one every time he touches the ball. Solid game by that young man.
He had a 45-yard run in the first quarter on 4th and 1, and that set up the first score of the game.
It sure did.
And Manual having their way, at least thus far. It's the Male Bulldogs. A little misdirection there, and Trainer getting a heavy dose against this Male defense, and Trainer will pick up about 5.
Yeah, probably the 2 most significant plays were that long run in the first quarter by Trainer and then that fumble by the Bulldogs. Again, both of those plays set up touchdowns for the Crimson.
And an official's timeout. So Albert Bledsoe on the stop. We've had a few of these tonight. Another official's timeout. Did not see an indicator that a team had called timeout.
Looks like we got a Bulldog that was injured. They probably didn't know if he was going to go down, but it looked like he made it off the field on his own.
And Mack floats it forward, and that ball is caught up to Jesse. Jesse from Knopfsinger, and Cameron Jesse down for a touchdown.
Great call. Great call by Manuel. I mean, they are not just sitting on this lead.
That looked like Knopfsinger on the flip. We're going to let this replay start from the outset to take a look at the formation here. But it looked like Knopfsinger, who's lined at the top of your screen, is going to pitch that ball. It's him in motion. Sure is. And there's Jesse.
I love the play call.
Yeah, and Manuel going to attempt the point after and add 1 to their tally.
Yeah, such a great way to take advantage of that aggressiveness of the Male high school defense.
21-zip Crimsons. Step aside. Be right back after this.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Tech24, a commercial food service repair company. Find out how you can train for a rewarding career and earn top pay and benefits by visiting mytech24.com.
A tale of 2 different reactions. 21-0. Manuel. And now you've got an enormous drive for Males. They try to get on the board. It's Deron Davidson slung down just shy of the 15-yard line.
Yeah, so far, I mean, the Crimson are just outplaying the Bulldogs right now in all facets of the game. And, Coach Eckloff, I mean, he's calling a great game. I love the last play call on that touchdown. The flea flicker, then he throws it down the field for a touchdown. I mean, again, like I said, they're just outplaying the Bulldogs right now in all phases.
And the physical nature of Jesse evading and powering through tackles, starting about the 20-yard line, and now Male inside their 20. And Williams leaving it with Sweeney, and Sweeney, a small seam and crease. He'll take it just shy of the 20.
Sweeney's really been the only bright spot for that Male high school offense tonight. Again, just oddly enough, we haven't seen Harris touch the ball, but maybe once or twice this evening.
Had Harris on a couple of end arounds in the first quarter. It'd be second down after a 4-yard advancement from Shelton Sweeney. And Williams trying to ride the hot hand. That's Sweeney to the near side. And boy, he's going to run into a brick wall. That was Devin Allen closing. That ball spilled out. And no official indication just yet. Devin Allen on the stop. Apparently the ball will stay with Mail.
Yeah, that was the last thing they needed. Yeah, this, the air's really been taken out of this Male High School football team. Just looking at the guys on the sidelines, the student section's gotten quiet on us here. So they really need a play to try to, a big play to try to change this momentum right now.
Sweeney clearly down before that ball popped out. Now you got 3rd down and 3, and Devin Allen at the linebacker position has been phenomenal tonight for DuPont Manual. He has been involved in a bevy of jaw-dropping tackles. It's 3rd down and a few. Here comes the rush. Williams leaks it, and he tried to find a cutting Cam Angelini. Falls to the turf, incomplete.
Yeah, he took a nice shot at the end of that play.
First target intended for Angelini. Still got a lot of time left, but for the moment, Mail appears as if they're going to punt.
Yeah, the execution's just not there. The energy, the execution, Mail really looking flat right now.
And Hinson, he has been a fixture tonight. Unfortunately for Mail, it's not in his place-kicking duties, it's punting. And Hinson, a high but short kick, and fair caught right at the 48-yard line. A dangerous catch and run by Knopfsinger. Be a 29-yard punt.
Yeah, it's going to be some good field position for the Manual Bulldogs, and again, just a lot of pressure on this Male High School defense to try to keep them out of the end zone. It's really been a struggle tonight for the Bulldogs. And again, you got to take your hat off to Manual. It's tough to keep the Bulldogs to 0. They've laid a goose egg so far tonight.
And now you're going to give Manual a short field. They've had shorter in this game, but this one, they once started a drive at the Bulldog 9-yard line after a fumble late in the second quarter. This one at the Mail 49-yard line. Yes, Mack. 2 touchdown passes is in the gun. This is an RPO, and Mack's going to skedaddle to the near side and step out with a late penalty marker just shy of the 40-yard line.
Yeah, they ran a play option that time to the right, and Mack just chose to keep it, which was a smart call, and just run for the first down.
Might have a Mail hit a little late, so we take another look. Yep.
Yeah.
Add 15 to the tally. Okay, there was a penalty marker, but did they not mean it?
I'm not sure what that was. It looked like he was obviously hit out of bounds is what I thought. But
oh my.
Looks like they may have picked it up.
So from the 40. Mack inside handoff, and Trainer drags tacklers. The center is David Pellman. He's got some velocity on some of those snaps.
You know what? I was thinking the same thing. I was just about to say, Manual looks sharp. Even the snap back to the quarterback is sharp. Man.
Yeah, there was one in the first half that Mack had to have protective gear on, even more so. This one right on him. 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, Eckloff has really got these guys out here ready to play tonight.
Mack out to throw. It's a dangerous pass. It's caught high by Miles, and Miles will twist and turn. Brought down after a minimal gain up to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, very dangerous pass, but he was able to reel it in, and with the Bulldogs got there pretty quickly for just a short gain.
Tackle by Brandon Richardson.
Yeah, Manual's doing a great job of mixing up the play calling. Again, they're playing a near perfect game here tonight.
Yeah, minus the one fumble by Braylon Miles. They have been razor sharp Crimson's 8-1 coming in, number 1 in the RPI, and they are certainly playing that way. Trainer again. A tumble for a couple yards, and the way this game is shaping up, you might see a lot of Trainer down the stretch.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. And then, the Bulldogs have to think about, how much energy they're going to put into this. Like they said, they need to get into the playoffs healthy. They got a lot of guys banged up, and to be quite honest, they're playing like they're banged up right now.
There you see Antonio Harris seated just to the left of the golf cart, 3rd down and 7. Big play looms as Mack, 4-man rush. Mack under heavy congestion, and he's going to float it out, and there's a penalty marker. Likely grounding as Mack inside the tackle box.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody over there. I think he just heaved it away trying to avoid the sack.
That was Elliott Dodson, the left tackle, that had his hands full with Corn Williams.
One of the rare times tonight that Mack wasn't able to get away from that male high school pressure.
So penalty plus a loss of down. So it looks like certainly the Bulldogs going to receive the football here, middle portion of this 3rd quarter. Bulldogs badly need a big play somehow, some way. Perhaps it's Steron Davidson awaiting a punt return. He's at his 15. Bulldogs racing against Jackson Pritz, the punter, and Pritz a high but short kick over to the right. It retreats backwards and captured at the Bulldog 32-yard line.
Yeah, it took a male Bulldog bounce that time. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where the Bulldogs go. I mean, Sweeney's really the only one who's had a little bit of success tonight. Again, hardly no Antonio Harris at all on the offensive side. I'm just really surprised by that, especially with Chase Burton out.
And really 0 passes vertically down the field.
Right. I don't know if I don't know what that's about. It's like they haven't even attempted many down the field.
They had the one to Angelini that was a moderate pass, but generally with Williams, he's trying to dial up something to Antonio Harris, but we still have 17 and a half to play. As Harris now is the quarterback, and Harris scrambles to the near side. He's got a nice block on the edge by Verbancic, and Harris out for a few across the 35-yard line.
Yeah, not a lot there, but I like the call. They just moved him to quarterback to get the ball in his hands.
Well, Harris has played pretty much all over the field this year. Started the year at quarterback. He's played some running back, certainly a receiver. And he'll go down in the books as perhaps one of Mail's greatest athletes over the last few years.
Oh, no doubt about it. He can do anything on the football field. And I like the move. I like the move of adding him to quarterback right now.
Yeah, Mail certainly needs some life, and he's going to hopefully provide it for the Bulldogs. 2nd down and 4. And this time Harris to the meat of the field, trying to get outside, and a gorgeous tackle out in wide open confines by Manuel.
Great pursuit by that Manuel defense. I think they had a good idea of where he was going, and man, they got some speed on that defensive side for Manuel as well.
That's an instructional tape tackle by Aiden Blakey on the edge. He went low against the speedster, and now Mills got it 3rd down and 7. And Dion, this might be 4-down territory.
I would say so. And typically, it'd be a no-brainer. The Bulldogs will put the ball in the air, spread it out, and put the ball in the air. But we'll see where they go with this.
Got one receiver flanked out to the near in those bright green shoes. It's Angelini, and Harris running towards Angelini, and Harris wrapped up, and that's Allen again. Wow, what a stop. 4 yards short of a 1st down.
Yeah, the last 3 plays have been in Antonio Harris, left, right, left. I mean, I want to see the ball in his hands, but we've got to be able to mix it up a little bit better than that.
Now Devin Allen, wow, what a player tonight. Junior linebacker. Emmanuel. And this is certainly perhaps a huge play looming. Perhaps a Custer, if you will, at 4th down and 3. And the Bulldogs going to send out their punter, Henson.
Yeah, it's probably best the way the offense is playing right now.
Got Manuel. Timeout. We'll take a quick 30-second pause. Male 4th down and 3. Be right back after this.
Not just flies. Lines direct, not just flies.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Fourth down and 3. Smil trying to muster something in this game. Manuel led 14-0 at a half. Then a little trickeration. Knopfsinger to Jesse for a 50-plus yard touchdown reception has given Manuel a 3-score lead, and now Male perhaps going to have to give it up.
Yeah, they're going to punt the ball, and I think it's a wise decision. They're just not able to move the ball on offense right now.
Knopfsinger back to return for Manuel as Seth Henson getting a lot of screen time tonight for Male, but it's in punting duty. And Henson's going to give it away. A wobbling, propelling kick forward. And it's going to roll dead down at the Manuel 26. Be a 34-yard punt.
Yeah, unfortunate for the Male High School defense that here comes the Manual offense, and they've really been clicking on all cylinders tonight. Yeah, they got to try to find a way to muster up some energy, make a big play, turn the ball over, create a turnover. They need a big play somehow on the Bulldogs side of the field.
I think there might be some eyebrows raised by this score, but I don't think there's any raised inside the Manual community. I think they knew how good they were, and they've shown it thus far. First down at 10. Mack inside, there's Trainer, and Trainer will trudge up to about the 30-yard line.
I knew it would be a tough game. I knew Manual was going to come out and play a good game, and I really just didn't expect the Male High School offense to be so stale. I'm just used to them just kind of powering through teams.
And the time of possession has clearly been slighted to Manual this evening, and it's how they play, running the power rush. But a very diverse and versatile offense. They've scored through the air. They've scored in many ways. Second down and 7, and Trainer again getting a workout back there as he'll slide perhaps for a yard or 2, and it's third down and long, under 2.
Yeah, up 3 touchdowns, 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Probably going to see a lot of Manual runs at this point in the game.
Well, still 14 minutes left, but the margin of error, zilch thus far for Male in the remaining portion of this game. Third down and long for Mack. He'll dump it short. There's Trainer on the check down, and Trainer wrangled down. Nice trailing tackle.
Yeah, nice play by the Bulldog defense. I'm surprised to even see Manual put the ball in the air.
Jeremiah Priest trailing down for the tackle, and now Manual's going to send on their punting unit on fourth down and long.
Nice stop by the Bulldogs. Hopefully they can get a decent return on this punt and have some of the better field position that they've had this tonight.
Davidson back for the Bulldogs as Pritz to punt, and that's a hooking high kick fielded by Mail at the 40. Oh, beg your pardon, that's Colin Jefferson, and Jefferson will scramble. Nice return up to the Bulldog 46-yard line.
Bulldogs get to start this this series off, with this drive off, with some decent field position too. So let's see if they're able to muster something up. Last series was, Harris run right, Harris run left. So hopefully they can drum up some plays to get the ball downfield this time.
Well, and Jordan Williams is an accomplished passer on the year, just shy of 1,000 pass yards, 14 touchdowns. And it looks like Harris will be out in the quarterback position as the 11 trot out there. You got Sheldon Sweeney as well.
Yeah, Williams, has done a great job throwing the ball, especially toward the back half, the end of the season. And we haven't seen many attempts downfield tonight.
In the balance of this third quarter, Mail trying to carve up something positive. And Sweeney covers that ball, and he's going to prod forward. Nice first down run of about 8 yards as they cross the 50.
Yeah, Sweeney's he's the only one that's had any success on that offensive side tonight.
And that's going to take us to the end of the third. It's second down and short when we come back. 21-0 Manual. You're watching Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Buying or selling a new home, and you want to do it with few hassles? Count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut. And the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Chris Labar, Dion Reese back live. Second down and 5. Mail. There's Sweeney again, and a nice burst and a first down just shy of the 40-yard line.
Yeah, barring some miraculous turnaround by the Bulldogs, it looks like the Crimson might be able to walk away with the first victory here in about a decade.
Losers at 10 straight against the Bulldogs. Still 11:47 left. Tyson Mims will be out in this formation for Mail. He'll be right there at the top of your screen. He's lined up off sides. Now he moves back. First and 10. And Sweeney from Harris. And Sweeney up to about the 40.
Again, yeah, Sweeney having a solid game so far.
He's certainly providing a bright spot for this Mail offense.
Yeah.
Sweeney 78 rush yards last week at Bullitt East.
Not quite sure exactly what it is, but the Bulldogs have struggled to throw the ball downfield the past 2 weeks.
Andrew Verbancic had 2 touchdowns to a short touchdown receptions last week. Inside there's Sweeney again, and Sweeney going to be short of a first down. And the Bulldogs face third down and short. Only 10:35 remain.
Yeah, it's getting to that point in the game. Looks like it's getting a little testy out there. Guys are starting to talk and starting to kind of feel the victory and see a little activity after each play almost.
Well, at some point, the Bulldogs have to put the ball in the air. Down 3 scores. Harris still in the gun. Mims split out left. Sweeney again with the call, needs 3, and he's brought down. Be fourth down and short. That's Caden Baker, the linebacker.
Yeah, that's not going to get it again. I'm not sure why, but they're not even attempting to get the ball down the field.
Well, and you just wonder, Jordan Williams with his health status, he was questionable coming in, and he did get the start. He has played some, but we've not seen him hardly at all in the second half.
No, not at all. I mean, and Coach talked about, the importance of trying to either win this game or keep guys healthy for the playoffs, which obviously healthy for the playoffs is more important.
4th down and 2, and Chris Wolfe out on the field. It will be a male timeout. Take a quick pause here as we again thank the great folks at Male High School for enabling us to stream this game tonight. Grateful to have the partnership of the Great American Rivalry Series as well, and it's a tremendous rivalry, 142nd version of the old rivalry. We've not seen them all, of course, but there have been so many different outcomes, so many different games over the years.
Oh, yeah. I mean, again, and Mel's been on the winning side of a lot of these games. I mean, this is actually very rare. I mean, we didn't lose to Manual the whole time I was at Male High School. And I think I've only saw one other Manual victory over Male, and that was sometime when I was in middle school and they had a pretty solid team. So, but again, you got to take your hat off to the Manual, man. They're just really playing an excellent game tonight.
So here you've got 4th and 2 as Harris is in the shotgun. And Harris going to flip it in the air, and Sweeney could not hang on. As Sheldon Sweeney off the pass from Antonio Harris.
Yeah, great play call. Harris put it right where it needed to be. Sweeney just couldn't reel that one in. And Sweeney's had a solid game tonight.
And Harris, the lefty, put that one right there.
Yeah, just couldn't bring it in.
And a few folks beneath us getting an early start out. Still 9:27 to play. And Manual trying to perhaps cement this. The snap rifled back from Pellman, and Mack finds Trainer.
Yeah, stop for a loss, but I don't expect Manual to put the ball in the air for the rest of this game. Just kind of hand it to Trainer and let Trainer and Mack just kind of churn this clock out.
What's been the most impressive part of this Manual game tonight for you?
Wow. I mean, that's actually a difficult question because they played really, really well on defense. They got the Bulldogs to 0. That's impressive. That's impressive. They held the Male High School offense to 0 points tonight so far.
Caden Mack trying to go 1 for 1 in the old rivalry in his first start in this series as a sophomore. And Mack darting back to the press box side, and a first down as he breaks a tackle, and Mack slides in at the Bulldog 47-yard line in a big pickup of 17.
And Mack has been a close second as far as most impressive on that Manual game plan tonight. He's played a great game, and I mean, to be a sophomore and be able to have this success in a game like this against Male High School is pretty impressive. He'll remember this one.
Yeah, you've got 8 minutes left, and Manual certainly in no hurry as they march back to the line of scrimmage, and they have been in control from the outset. We got a lot of folks beneath us getting an early start out.
Yeah.
7:40 to play. Might be Corey Fitch. Yep. Manual's third string rusher. Corey Fitch on the tote, 5'11", 160-pound sophomore. He'll pick up about 5 yards.
Yeah, Manual just going to keep it on the ground and just kind of churn things out on the ground. And come out of here with a victory for the first time in a decade.
6 yards for Fitch. And back to his second read down the middle of the field, and Colin Jefferson playing center field with the interception.
Yeah, probably a little too late, but definitely a solid defensive play there by Jefferson.
I think that's one Mack would like to have back. On the touchdown pass to Price, maybe a little similar. He threw it in the middle of the field late. Got away with it that time, but not this time as Jefferson plucks it for his third interception of the year.
Yeah, he was able to go up and get that ball at his highest point. So nice aggressive play and interception by Jefferson.
So no Jordan Williams, and certainly have to think that maybe an issue of some sort is Antonio Harris back out there, first down at 10, and clearly throwing scenarios late in this game. Sweeney trying to round the corner, and he'll be brought down out on the corner again by Caden Baker.
Yeah, Williams is obviously banged up, because he's not in the game now, so no Williams, no Chase Burton, and it's really made a big difference in how this Male High School offense operates. And again, the Bulldogs have really struggled just trying to throw the ball downfield. Which is exactly what they need to be leaning on right now with 6 minutes to go down by 21.
Under 6 and a stop in play. We're going to have a Male timeout. We're going to keep things here. And Bulldogs, well, somebody's having fun there for Male.
There's not many Male fans having fun right now.
No, it's been all manual. And, from a Bulldog standpoint, certainly the season will be determined by how the postseason goes, but I certainly think this outcome has to raise some potential concerns.
It will. But again, both coaches acknowledged at the beginning of the game there weren't a bunch of implications in terms of the playoffs, but you don't want to finish. You don't want to limp into the playoffs. So hopefully, Wolfe is able to rally the troops and some guys can get healthy and they can make a run in the playoffs.
Crimsons have to be feeling good. Last time they shut out Male, October of 1988. So it's been a minute. Still about 6 minutes left as the Bulldogs trying to muster some offense. There's Harris, and he's going to float it. Nice throw across. Brought down up at the 28-yard line. That's Tyson Mims, his third grab of the year.
I think I was actually at that 1988 game. That's the one I was talking about. If I'm not mistaken, they beat Male 28-0 that year and went on to play in the state championship. Yeah, Manuel's really put on a solid performance tonight. You really got to take your hat off to those guys on the field, and they've been really, really well coached.
It's a Sweeney again. We've not seen Markalen Churn at all this half. Sheldon Sweeney's gone the distance in the backfield for Male.
It almost makes you think, Churn might be a little banged up because he was running the ball pretty well.
Gain of a few. Male will host Eastern next week. Opening round, we'll have that for you. As Ken Whalen will bring his Eastern Eagles in here against the Bulldogs in the opening round of 6A. Sweeney again dancing inside the hole. And an official's whistle. Take a look at next week's schedule on Glycon. 5 doozies. Got a pair in Lexington. That Bullitt East Ballard game. Talking with Jason Frakes before we went on tonight. That could be very interesting. 2 evenly matched teams.
Oh yeah, I had a chance to see Ballard play earlier this season against Male Bulldogs. They were solid. They're gonna they're going to give some guys some trouble in their playoff run.
At Oldham County and Fern Creek, Colonels defeated Fern Creek earlier this year 7-6. This the rematch. We'll have that for you next week. And got 3rd down and 6 for the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs call their last timeout. We'll take a quick pause as well. 3rd down and 6. You're watching Male Bulldog football on Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
3rd down and 6 for Male Bulldogs.
It's been a long night for that Bulldog offense.
Antonio Harris back out there. Shelton Sweeney behind him. Sweeney gets the ticket, and he's going to be denied. Runs it inside. Looks like a Cameron Jesse on the stop. Also Cash Zuber.
Sweeney still running with some energy, but again, I mean, that Manual defense has really played well tonight, man. They got some great size out there, some great speed, and their discipline. Everybody's keying in and hitting their assignments.
Well, Male's going to punt. Perhaps throwing in the towel at the 3:40 mark, 4th down and 3, and they'll send Seth Hinson back out to punt one more time. And Manuel call a timeout as well.
Yeah, really lopsided game tonight. You know, like you said from the onset, you know, Male was never really able to get anything going on offense, and you know, they've struggled to stop that. Struggled on defense trying to stop the Manual offense tonight.
We told you about this rivalry and Manual having lost the last 10. So Henson back out as Willis Knopfsinger set to return. He got the scoring going with a 5-yard touchdown reception early, and Henson, a high spiraling punt. It slices over to the right, and Male will scarf it up at the Manual 41-yard line. 25-yard punt.
Yeah, I'm sure the Bulldogs will keep this on the ground. The Manual will keep this on the ground and just kind of run this clock on out of here and walk out with the victory. So, again, hats off to the Manual, man, for the way they played tonight.
Coming up at the conclusion of this game, we'll have the State Farm Insurance agent Mike Shelton. Most outstanding players. We'll select one student athlete from both Manual and Male. Also take a look towards 6A football playoff action next week and recap this game. But it is, as they say, a picture tells the story. And Manual been the better team tonight as they lead 21-0. Back in a gun, and Trainer still out there. And Trainer rifles through the hole, and he'll spill just shy of the 50.
Yeah, I'm surprised Trainer's even out there at this point. Yeah, they still got Parker out there. They're going to finish this game strong, and I respect that too. Again, it's really difficult to come in here and get a win against these Bulldogs and hold this offense to a goose egg. I mean, that's impressive.
Well, and the way they've done it, not just to win, but the dominant fashion. Road to the 6A title game is going to go through DuPont Manual. They'll be at home throughout.
and they've earned it.
Yeah, they have. Trainer again, and Trainer across the 50, maybe short of a first down, and the jubilation on the far sideline.
Yep, the Crimson deserve it, and the fans and the students over there are celebrating as they should be.
Third down is short. And the path for Male certainly looks like a pair of home games. That round 3 matchup heading into tonight had them slated potentially to travel to Frederick Douglass. I think for Coach Wolfe right now, it's to get out of this game and focus on one step at a time, that being Eastern next week.
Yeah, and hopefully they can get healthy over the next week. And
a third down and short. Maybe the first handoff for Aiden Blakey, and Blakey's going to power forward for a first down. I'm not sure we've seen a center in all the years we've done this that snaps it as fast as David Pellman.
He's getting it back there. I mean, but again, and it matches this this Manual team. You know what I mean? They've been sharp all night long. And again, man, they deserve to enjoy this one. They really, really do. They came out and earned it.
Couple more plays, and this one will be concluded. And class move by Keith Eckloff. Again, he and Chris Wolfe are friends. They spent 5 years together on the Bulldogs staff. So much mutual respect, and you wouldn't expect anything less from the Manual coaching staff as they'll take a knee and take a couple more.
And Eckloff coached a great game tonight. I mean, I love the play calling. Again, the defense was solid. Special teams, very few penalties tonight. Again, Manual played a very well-rounded game, and they deserve this victory.
Be one more knee. And you've been a part of that feeling in this rivalry. What's it feel like, Dion?
Well, I haven't been a part of that feeling where I walk up as a loser. We did win all 4 games, when I was here. But this is tough. I mean, you never want to lose. And, these guys will never forget this. I mean, we were just looking at guys who graduated in the 60s and 70s. And, you vividly remember these games. And, again, hats off to Manual High School tonight. They played a very, very well-fought game, and they deserve the victory tonight. 2
great programs, 2 class head coaches meet at the 50. Congratulations, Manual. They defeat Male tonight. Our post-game report on the way back. Thanks so much for watching it. We hope you've enjoyed it. We'll step aside. Be right back.
Flycon on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Flycon.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 Male graduate and basketball star George Tinsley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tinsley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by the Army National Guard. Protect what matters most to you. Visit your nearest National Guard recruiter or nationalguard.com.
21-0 final score tonight. Manual over Mill while you were away. The barrel going over to the DuPont Manual faithful. And a 21-0 Crimson's win, Dion. And man, what a great effort for him. You can't say anything better.
I can't say anything bad about that Manual High School football team. Again, they played great on both sides of the ball, the special teams, and they were coached very well. I love the play calling. They came out, put together a solid game, and really stuck it to the Bulldogs tonight.
Had the one fumble by Braylon Miles. Really, that was the lone blemish in this game for the Crimsons. And for Mail, certainly not the effort that they expected, but don't want to make excuses. They didn't have their full complement of players, but what's the largest theme you take away from this outcome?
Mail needs to get healthy. They need to get healthy. I mean, they look like a different Mail High School football team from the beginning of the season. I mean, I would see that Mail High School offense, they look like they couldn't be stopped. And tonight they couldn't get anything going. So hopefully guys can get healthy and Wolf can get a game plan in place where they can have some momentum going into the playoffs.
This gathering may continue a while here. Manual still in celebration mode. They defeat Mail to wrap up the regular season. At 9-1, Mail suffers their second loss in their first at home this year. Our most outstanding player on the other side of this pause, presented by State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton. We'll have it for you in just a moment from Glycod.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
Blind Direct, not just blinds. Blind Direct. not just lines.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Let's take a look at your scoring summary presented by our great friends at German American Bank. All manual, 2 touchdowns in the first half. We had 1 touchdown, did the Crimsons in the second half. Novsinger, 5-yard touchdown reception. And then Noah Price late in the first half. Crimsons led 14-zip at half. And then Cameron Jesse off a pass from Willis Novsinger of some 50 yards in the difference. Manual 21 and Male 20. And you go back, Dion, to that fumble late in the first half. For Male, they coughed it up inside their 10-yard line, and that was a very big play. Got the momentum fully in Manuel's favor.
That's exactly what it did. I mean, that was a big play. But again, it wasn't just the fumble, the energy that Manuel came out with when they got the ball. They took it in for a score, so they were able to capitalize off of that. And, again, just hats off to Manual football team tonight.
And the Bulldogs, again, 8-2. They wrap up the regular season, their first loss at home. And certainly I think some question marks, but you hit the nail on the head. Got to get everybody back healthy, and certainly at full health, they got a strong shot.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, Male High School is always going to have a shot. I mean, they got a great team. They got an excellent coach. So, but they're going to have to bring it together. I mean, it's tough to bounce back off a loss like this. But, I've got confidence in Coach Wolfe that he'll get these guys together and they'll put on a strong performance in the playoff this year.
Take a look at your most outstanding players tonight, presented by State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Thanks as always to Mike for all of his great support here on Glycod, as we always enjoy working with him. And you look at the most outstanding players, certainly for Manual, we'll start with quarterback Caden Mack, and he played wise beyond his years tonight.
He sure did. I was going to say the exact same thing. He's only a sophomore, but he played like a veteran tonight. I mean, his ability to just kind of keep things alive with his legs and deliver the ball how it needed to be delivered. And when nobody was open, he was able to just run and gain some yardage downfield. So that man had a really impressive night tonight.
Some great individual performances for the Crimsons as well. Jerian Trainer, outstanding running back. You had Willis Novsinger, touchdown pass and catch. And then Cameron Jesse as well.
Oh, yeah. They put together a complete game, I mean, on offense and on defense. So they're going to be something to be reckoned with in the playoffs this year.
And then defensively, Devin Allen. Boy, did he stand down at linebacker for Manual. But congratulations, Caden Mack, the most outstanding player with 2 touchdown passes. And for Male, really, I think a no-brainer. Shelton Sweeney was outstanding.
Yeah, he was the only one that had any energy tonight. He looked like he had fresh legs and wasn't able to get into the end zone. But from the start to the finish, every time he touched the ball, he seemed to, be able to make some positive gains. So he was definitely the only bright spot for the Male Bulldogs this evening.
He had Antonio Harris, to my knowledge, did not come out of the game on offense, and a solid effort, but so much on his shoulders.
Yeah. You see him coming off the field now. I mean, he's had a great season, and but again, with Williams out and Burton out, just a bit too much for that young man to be able to withstand tonight.
Take a look at our action next week. We've got 4 more Fridays of video streams here on Glycod, starting with the first round next week. 5 games: Madison Central, Tates Creek, Eastern against these Male Bulldogs, Oldham County at Fern Creek, GRC Lafayette, and then Bullitt East travels to Ballard. Well, Dion, certainly not the outcome we expected, but always a pleasure to work with you, man.
Same here. Again, I wasn't expecting this outcome. I bleed purple, but again, hats off to the Manual football team. They played a great game tonight.
21-0 Manual defeats Male tonight on Glycott. Thank you so much for watching. If you get a chance, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We would love your feedback as well. You can reach us via email at info@glycod.com. Our executive producer is Steve Bird. Our photographers and videographers tonight, Max Gorley and Joe O'Million. For Dion Reese and production assistant, Shidro Cardestani. I'm Chris Labar. Good night from Veterans Memorial Stadium. You've been watching UA Local 502, Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You cannot depend on Carl to make peace with his seatbelt, but you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod. From Glycod, this has been UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday. UA Local 502, they do it right the first time. Tonight's game was brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. The Army National Guard, where the next greatest generation is now. German American Bank, building our community together. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Blunt Dental Group. Straightforward smiles. State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And Holy Smokes Barbecue.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.